Hello and welcome back to Outer Wilds. We are in the end game now. The puzzle pieces are there and it is up to us to put them together. One major issue though, we don't know the function of Sun Station and we are still unsure how to use these mysterious platforms here on the Ash Twin. Now, here are things we do know. We do know that the artistry, the design of each of these pillars, in some way matches different celestial bodies. So here at the moment, we're looking very keenly to find the sun-shaped one so that we can actually make it onto the Sun Station. But there are a few which I'm sure we've been told the design before, but I simply cannot recall off the top of my head. So there's the sun one right there. Let's go ahead and do a little informal landing right here so that we can figure out exactly what the heck is going on. So the issue is that there's a glass top on here, as you can see. And pretty much everything useful is in there at the moment, right? So how exactly do we make our way inside? Now, here's something else that we know. We know that there is a door, and that there are cacti which are sort of I believe that's it right there, actually. There are cacti that are impeding our ingress into, pretty much anywhere that's useful. I'm wondering, though, will the sand... oh, that's not good. Will the sand be at a high enough level that perhaps we can use it to circumvent the cacti which have been obstructing our progress? That's my hope here. So that's our first problem, is just even getting inside. And then the second problem is, once we get inside, how exactly do we use these platforms? They're somewhat similar in both form and function to what we've encountered at Whitehole Station, right? When we've been sucked out there. And in those, there was like a fancy little telescopic apparatus that would align you directly towards the planet and shoot you there. I guess, well, I mean, we are turning and orbiting right now, so... oh, this is actually working out. Oh, look at this. We're actually back here for the first time. Oh. And... oh, we made it inside. Nice. Well, first things first. Let's open the door, huh? There's something to do with the sand as well. Like the one time that it worked out for me, like the whole teleporting worked as it was meant to, even though I didn't know it at the time, was when I was checking out like a piece of lore over to the side, and then I got sucked up. I don't know exactly where I ended up. It's not super apparent to me, but... whoa! Oh! I think we made it. But how? So maybe it's not the sand so much as it is having wherever it is that you need to go in your field of view. Is that a reasonable deduction? Interesting. Okay. That's a theory that we're going for. 281,042 years ago, no user commands received for 10 minutes. All systems entering sleep. 6 minutes 47 seconds ago, increased solar activity detected. Sun Station hull integrity approaching critical levels, closing emergency doors. Warning, opens emergency door. Well, I think we need to. Oh, yeah, 'cause I don't like how quickly we're going over here. Is there anything I can lock onto over here? Yeah, I can. Alright, thank goodness for that, huh? Man, we are just flying through here. around the sun. This is really cool, actually. Okay. Let's head over there. Come on. A little bit more, and... trees detected. Oh, man. Well, after seeing this for so long, so many times, it's actually really gratifying that we're here. Finally. Pi, mission. Science compels us to explode the sun. That's not what I expected to read. Can't we change this? I don't enjoy working in view of such a morbid mission statement. But it's accurate. We're going to create a supernova for the purpose of scientific progress. That's our mission. Our mission is to decide if such an irresponsible feat is even possible. Here's a better one. Mission. Determine if it's possible to prompt the sun to explode. Here's you lack a sense of humor. At least I don't lack a sense of ethics. Kindly refrain from going supernova on me before the sun does, idea. So the implication is that they need such a volume of power that only the a supernova would provide, I guess, right? Do I have that about right? What else do we have going on here? One of the statues. Also, the sun, if it's going supernova, it's probably getting bigger and bigger. Which means I'm probably not long for this world, right? I feel like that's it here. I really wish I could check the check my ship log just to verify that indeed is all that I need from here. Do I just jump down here? Is there anything useful down there? You can go down here, so we'll check it out. Oh, we've got like a little observation room. Okay. Star has reached end of natural life cycle, now approaching red giant stage. Warning, evacuate Sun Station. Approximate time until Sun Station is destroyed by expanding star, 2 minutes 28 seconds. Approximate time until star's death, 13 minutes 58 seconds. Got it. So we have 2 minutes to finish everything we need to do here. Oh boy. Okay. Ash Twin, the projection stone. We'll throw that here. What happened? Did the Sun Station not fire? It fired, Yarrow, but it failed. The sun barely responded. There were infinitesimally small surface-level changes, but they were barely visible, even to the third eye. The Sun Station is useless. It will never and could never cause the sun to explode. I don't know what comes next, my friends. I suppose we must start over, but I'm unsure how to start over. Return to Ash Twin first, my friend. Perhaps a change of task would help. Spire noticed a comet approaching the star system that we'd like to investigate. Pi, I hurt for you, my friends. We all know how hard you both worked. I can only offer my compassion. How are you? How is Adea? We're well, Yarrow, or as well as could be expected given the circumstances, though disappointed. I may have disagreed with exploding the sun, but I never wished the device would fail. I'd hoped our terrible work was finished. Well, okay, so... But they did succeed, right? Like, objectively. Balancing the sun with the eye. Yeah, this is another sun... this is another, like, projection location that we need to get to that's somewhere in Ash Twin. Don't know where it is. They're balancing the existence of the sun with the attaining the eye of the universe. You know what? This is beautiful in a really kind of morbid way. So maybe we'll just ride this baby into the sun, huh? So where does that leave us? So we know the sun's function now. Or the sun station's function, rather. We know how the projection platforms work. You just gotta wait for the glass to align properly. So I guess now, after the cycle, we just go back to Ash Twin, and we try to replicate our success with all of the other platforms now, right? We try to we're probably gonna have to hang out for a little while for the ash to drain, for the sand to drain. But then from there, each of the other platforms might take us somewhere else interesting and exciting, and we'll just have to follow it to its logical conclusion, huh? And we need to find out what exactly it is that the Ash Twin project is about. We've heard it referenced before. We know that it's similar in function, or in ultimate function, to the forge in Brittle Hollow. But what exactly they were cooking up here in Ash Twin, I'm not sure. You know? Uh-oh. We're dipping down. Crispy. So, where exactly do we want to try next? Well, there's the sun platform. We know what that one does with the certainty. Now, these other platforms here, there's not much that we can do with them because they've got elevators that actually flow upwards from them. I kind of want to go back to the other location we were and try to replicate my experience from before. The very first time when I did it on accident. And this may be it right here. I'm trying to recall. I want to say that this might be the that might be the symbol for Ash Twin and Ember Twin, which is interesting because I thought that I've explored just about everything. But maybe not. I think this is where I was before. Like right here, right? So this is the type of thing that should align where we need to go. If we find the warp core, that will do it. It's probably down there, isn't it? Okay. So we need to go down here. Okay, I can wait. And this is Ash Twin and Ember Twin, right? Because it's the hourglass. Yeah, hourglass configuration, right? That makes sense. So I guess our destination is gonna be Ember Twin. Maybe that's why what happened accidentally before happened. Just sort of thinking out loud here. If you need to have the glass align with your destination, and Ember Twin was directly over us at the time, then it stands to reason that the column of sand would also have been over us as well. I think I'm starting to understand. Maybe. If that's the case, that would explain why it was so well aligned. So, let's stand here. And if our theory is correct, then when the column of sand comes, which it's coming right now, we'll be aligned to go onto it, right? Like that, like so. Whoa! Yep. That'll do it. That's exactly what happened last time. Okay. Good to know. So where the heck are we? And why haven't we been able to get here by ship before? You know? Return warp status charged. Step onto warp receiver platform to activate return warp. Departure time 4798-901. 47-398. Wait. Departure time. Why is arrival time before... Oh, because the whole black hole, white hole thing, you actually enter the black hole after you arrive in the white hole. I remember reading a codex about that. Where exactly are we? We're somewhere on Ember Twin. Okay. Oh yeah, we've been here before. Yeah. Okay, so that explains how we get here. Is there anything of interest here, though, for us? I'm not sure that there is. So whenever we're ready, we just go back in here, right? Is the Ash Twin project not the Ember Twin project? So how do I sounds stupid. How exactly do I go back onto my own planet? You know, like I need to go down inside the planet. So how does that work? So that was the Ash Twin one in there, so that means this is the Ember Twin one in here. I guess we're gonna get another go at it, huh? Let's orient ourselves in a good observational position. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, if these are the twins, one will be for one and one will be for the other, I assume. Oh, the glass is broken, so we're gonna get sucked up in there. I see, so we gotta stay back here for a second until it passes. Hell yes. Oh, we finally found the place. The place with the various statues and such. Oh, this feels good. Finally, we've been on the hunt for this for so long. 10 minutes 35 seconds ago, received data from previous cycles. Masks receiving data from probe tracking module, Giant's Deep memory statue, Timber Hearth memory statue. Which makes sense because Gabbro is the only other person who knows they're in a time loop besides us, right? 12 minutes until end of cycle transmission. Yes, sirree. Cool, so that's where all the data is being stored. Man, this is giving me a little bit of vertigo here. Yarrow, today we finished the excavation of Ash Twin. Here in this space we carved, we will craft our most powerful or our most ambitious project yet. The Ash Twin project, powerful enough to send information back in time. We've also finished relocating all subterranean plants we met while digging. We'll need to keep our eyes on how significantly we've altered the environment here. How far we've come since our experiments at the High Energy Lab. I could still hardly believe Ramey's hypothesis was true. Poke just sent the warp core for the final tower to us from the Black Hole Forge. Now Ash Twin can be connected with Giant's Deep, where Cassava is working with Avens to craft the orbital probe cannon, and where Phlox is sculpting the memory statues. Hypothesis: it was not by accident the core of our warp tower was the last to be forged. Hypothesis: the cores could have been forged faster if Cassava had interrupted my work less frequently to ask for updates. A little sassy there. The important point is we are all connected through Ash Twin now, and also that I'm no longer needed for mediating your disagreements. Our friends on Giant's Deep tested the orbital probe cannon today. Mallow tells me the cannon is doing well, and that Avens advocates for more launch power. If anyone can coax the maximum power from a device, Avens can. But then if anyone can goad a device into exploding, that too is likely Avens. Perhaps I should check in with the orbital probe cannon crew in the interest of safety. Would it help to remind Avens that Mallow, his love, will be one of the Nomai aboard the cannon, or is Mallow part of the problem? Phlox and Daz finished the memory statues today, and they are truly remarkable. When the Ash Twin project succeeds, or in the event it fails, the memory statues will activate, allowing us to gather more data before we shut down the project. Pi and Adea have worked hard on the Sun Station, and it at last is complete. If everything goes as planned, the structure will prompt the Sun's explosion, which will in turn supply the power the Ash Twin project requires. I'm impressed by their mental fortitude. This was the project's most difficult task in more ways than one. Now, my question is, if they actually got this project working, and if it's making me come back to life, why did the Nomai not come back to life? Why couldn't they have just done this ad infinitum, you know? We're nearly ready to activate the Ash Twin project. Here is what will happen. First, the Sun Station will receive the order to fire at the Sun, prompting it to explode. Using the energy from the resulting supernova, the Ash Twin project will send the order for the orbital probe cannon to fire back in time by 22 minutes. Exactly 22 minutes after these orders are received, the Sun Station will again trigger the supernova to send the probe data from this cannon launch back in time. In total, each cycle created by the Ash Twin project will last precisely 22 minutes. We can end this cycle at will. These words are difficult to write. The Sun Station did not work. However, this is the closest we have ever been. The Ash Twin project is theoretically sound. We were only unable to power it. Perhaps there is another way. Suppose we redesign the Sun Station to generate power of that magnitude. A supernova is still our only viable option. I believe we can still find a way to create a supernova, my friend. Don't lose hope. This is easier expressed than accomplished. You can wait for the Sun to explode on its natural timeline if you prefer, Adea, but you'll need to find some way to halt our aging process. Oh, I guess that explains it, is that they'll continue to get old, right? That does make sense. We are halting our research into creating a supernova for this moment. A comet has newly arrived in the solar system, and we're anxious to explore it. Oh, and that's how they get it to explode. It's when the comet reaches the Sun, right? And that's their apocalyptic impetus that's needed. It's been a very long time since we last explored somewhere new, so we're excited to welcome this comet. Imagine what knowledge might be gained there. And what explosive possibility. The giant steep projection stone. I've installed the masks inside the Ash Twin project, Phlox. They look beautiful, although I do feel as though I'm being observed. It's comforting to know the statues will not pair until the project succeeds. Otherwise, I imagine the experience would be hard to endure. Oh, I see. So the statues don't even activate until the supernova. Ideally, they'll only need to activate once the project succeeds. As a safety measure, however, the statues will also activate in the event of equipment failure. They will? Why is that? If anything goes wrong with the Ash Twin project, the statues and their masks will make us aware of the situation and enable us to fix it. Otherwise, it would be possible for us to remain permanently unaware of the problem. I hadn't thought of that. What a profoundly horrific fate that would be. Yeah, I recall reading that before, but now in context, it makes more sense. We'll reread some of this, I don't mind. I have good news, Yarrow. The advanced warp core is ready to be installed in the central chamber of Ash Twin. No, it isn't. Is everything well at the forge? Oops, the core's durability could still be improved. I need more time. Ignore her, Yarrow. The core is finished, and if my sister tells you otherwise, then she will be finished as well. Don't worry, love. Poke is only nervous. The core is extraordinary, and her design work is beautifully clever. I'm intrigued, love. Everyone here working on the Ash Twin project is excited to see it. Pi is beside herself with joy. And the Timber Hearthstone. My gratitude for the latest shipment, Oneo. This ore should be the last we'll need for the Ash Twin project. This is exciting news. Can I offer an extra set of eyes for this final check? Specifically mine. If my work here is complete, I'd be delighted to help. We'd be grateful if you would. The more eyes the better, as the smallest flaw or opening in the shell that protects the Ash Twin project could lead to disaster. Once we finish the shell that seals off the central chamber, we'll check to ensure there are no longer any physical entrances. Raimi and I will be checking the interior and then the exterior for cracks, our final safety check. That's why we had to warp it to make it happen. Okay. What does this say? Artificial gravity control. We're turning off gravity here. Oh, I didn't mean to do that at this point. Okay, hang on. Artificial gravity on. Oh no! Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. So the Ash Twin Project, presumably this opens it, right? Oh, hang on. Let's read this first. You are about to access the core while the Ash Twin Project is still active. Removing this core will disable the Ash Twin Project. Is that more information down there? How do I read that? I feel like that's important. Maybe I can't. Removing the core will disable it. Oh, so that will end the cycle. But I'm curious, if the cycle is ended, let's go up there and at least check it out. If the cycle is ended, what happens when I die, you know? I guess there wouldn't be a way for the statue to send back anything. Like, I wouldn't be able to be resuscitated, right? Ooh. Yeah, here it is. So having already been in the vessel, we know that's exactly where it goes. Because remember, there was a broken warp core in there. Now, I still don't know the... It's kind of frustrating. I still don't know what the core... where the core will take us. And what the code is to, like, unlock whatever the ball is protecting. But maybe those are... Maybe those are the coordinates, right? Like in Giant's Deep, we found coordinates for the Eye of the Universe. Presumably that's where it would take us. But how exactly did we save those coordinates? I don't remember. I'm not prepared to remove it at the moment because I don't want to die. And also, like, we have to make it from here, I guess. We have to go back to Dark Bramble? Oh, man. So that is like the ultimate high risk, high reward, right? We remove this. We have to go back to our ship. There. We fly to Dark Bramble. We go inside. We have to replicate the whole, like, escape pod tracking thing with the anglerfish, and we cannot, under any circumstances, die. And then we fire up the vessel, and then sometime between now and then we need to figure out how exactly the coordinates work. So why don't we focus on that first? Where's the gravity again? I'm ready to walk again. There we go. Okay. Let's go over here. Turn the gravity back on. There we go. So, okay, let's go back to our little white hole. We'll go back to the ship, because if we're going to do this, I want to do this properly. I want maximum amount of time available to us, right? So here we are. We're back. We're back here. Our ship is... okay, I think. So why don't we go inside? Let's check all the log updates. And that will give me more of a warm and fuzzy when we're ready to actually do this thing in earnest, right? I think we're safe here from the sand column. So Sun Station, Ash Twin Project. Okay, there we are. Hollowed out chamber inside Ash Twin, energy cables from the surface plugged into a protective casing at the center of the planet. There are 8 monoliths with Nomai masks attached. 3 of the masks are actively receiving data from probe tracking module Giant's Deep and Timber Hearth. The Ash Twin project was designed to use the energy from a supernova triggered by the Sun Station to send the probe from the orbital probe cannon 22 minutes in the past. Sun Station did not work. Although the Ash Twin project was theoretically sound, the Nomai were unable to power it. There was an advanced warp core inside the protective casing at the center of the planet. Removing it will disable it, which is no bueno. Sun Station, yeah, we pretty much know about that already. So, okay, so what about these coordinates thing? Where's my whole Giant's Deep section? Where's my Giant's Deep section? It's Quantum Moon. There's Ash Twin. Sunless City. Ocean Depths. Gabbro's Island. Probe tracking okay. Is this... I found Nomai coordinates marking the location of the Eye of the Universe. Yeah, but what are they? Oh, wait. Looking at the picture... Oh, I bet you I could make those shapes on that little ball. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I'm such an idiot. Yeah, okay. So that's how you make it. You gotta do... Man, that's gonna be hard to remember. You gotta make a little L, a little rune shape, and then a little, like, side S. So that is how you would do it. Okay, so let's game plan this out. Wake up on Timber Hearth. We fly to Ash Twin. We fly to Ash Twin. We wait out the time until the towers are exposed. We go in the correct tower. We come here. We disable the gravity. We have to make sure our ship is parked like perpendicular to the sandstorm. So like where we are right now is actually perfect so that our ship doesn't get sucked up. We remove the core. We get into our ship. Where is Dark Bramble? It's on the other side. Well, it won't always be on the other side since the cycles are different. We fly to Dark Bramble. We go inside. It's very scary. We follow the distress signal to the escape pod. We pop in our little scout. We follow the red light. We come out the other side. We drift on to where the vessel is. We fly inside. We put the warp core in, replacing where the broken warp core was. We enter the coordinates. And that would be it, right? Do I have I game planned that about correctly? I think I have. So, I guess there's nothing left for us to do but restart the loop. And let the chips fall where they may. So, here we go, I guess.